All right, let's dive right in. We're here to talk about the investment potential of Reason Benefit Corporation. And really, what we're going to explore is how Reason is set up to solve one of the most critical, most dangerous flaws at the very heart of enterprise AI. It's a huge problem, and solving it creates an absolutely massive and highly defensible market opportunity.
So let's start with a question. What is the single biggest risk to enterprise AI? The entire industry is in this mad dash to build custom AI solutions. But here's the thing. There's a ticking time bomb at the center of this gold rush. A single point of failure that can make multi-million-dollar AI investments completely worthless, practically overnight.
The name for this problem is catastrophic forgetting. And it's exactly what it sounds like. Imagine you spend a year, maybe millions of dollars, meticulously teaching an AI all the little nuances of your business. Your products, your customers, your data. It's getting really smart. Then you go to teach it one new specific thing. And in the process, it completely wipes the slate clean. Everything it knew before is just gone. The core intelligence you paid to build has vanished. And this isn't some theoretical what if. It's a fundamental flaw in how these neural networks actually learn.
So how do you solve a problem that big? Well, it takes more than just a clever algorithm. It requires a truly robust, enterprise-grade platform. And that is exactly our starting point. We're not starting from an idea on a napkin. We're starting with a solid, de-risked asset that is the bedrock of our entire solution.
And when I say built for business, I mean it. This is not a prototype. Reason is already designed for the intense demands of the enterprise. We're talking things like complete audit trails for compliance, comprehensive approval workflows to ensure data quality. It's all built on a scalable, event-driven architecture that's managing the full AI lifecycle right now, today. And just look at the technology stack here. This isn't experimental stuff. This is a roster of best-in-class, production-ready technologies. You've got Fast API for high-performance APIs, Postgres, Kafka for messaging that can scale to any size, and of course PyTorch, which is the industry standard for ML. This foundation is absolutely built to last and built to scale. Okay, so with that rock-solid foundation in place, now we can talk about the really exciting part. We can finally address that core problem. This is Reason's technological moat. It's the critical insight that completely solves catastrophic forgetting and finally makes AI safe for continuous learning inside an enterprise. So what is it? It's a concept from mathematics called the KL divergence penalty. But honestly, the best way to think about it is as a safety harness for the AI. It's this mathematical tether that lets the model learn new things, adapt, and evolve, but it keeps it securely connected to its original, stable, and super intelligent base. So the AI can explore and learn, but it can't just wander off a cliff and forget everything it's supposed to know. And hey, don't just take our word for it. This isn't just some clever idea we had. It's a proven method, backed by extensive industry research. The crucial point here is that this framework, the reward model plus the KL penalty, is the established, mathematically sound solution to catastrophic forgetting. It's literally the key that unlocks safe, continuous AI improvement. So having that key insight is one thing, but turning it into a market-leading product that people can actually use, that's the next step. And this next section lays out the concrete, no-fluff execution plan that this investment is going to fuel. This slide really illustrates the transformation perfectly. On the left, you see the current gaps, even in our solid platform. And on the right, the specific solutions we're going to build. We go from zero protection against catastrophic forgetting to implementing that KL divergence penalty. We move from fine-tuning that's super slow and expensive to integrating a technique called LoRa, which allows for smaller, way more efficient updates, making improvements over 100 times faster and cheaper. It's a targeted plan that addresses every single critical gap. And get this, we're not talking about some multi-year research project. We have a well-defined, milestone-driven roadmap to deliver this entire technology in just over 3 months. From the initial updates all the way to integrating the KL penalty and LoRa, every single step is clearly laid out, it's scoped, and it's totally achievable. Of course, any smart investor is going to ask about the risks. And you know what? We've thought through them proactively. That big one, catastrophic forgetting, solved by the KL penalty. What about bad actors giving malicious feedback? We'll filter that with quality scoring. High computational costs, slashed by LoRa. For every major technical hurdle, we already have a clear, proven mitigation strategy built right into our plan. Okay, so let's see how this all builds into something much, much bigger.
We've de-risked the technology, we have a clear plan, so now we can turn our attention to the massive market opportunity this all unlocks, the truly self-improving enterprise. Now, the economics here are just staggering. The old way of doing this, improving an AI with human feedback, it costs dollars for every single data point. Our planned approach, using AI-guided feedback, it costs less than a penny. We're talking about 100 to 1,000-fold cost reduction. This fundamentally changes the entire financial equation of creating a constantly learning AI system. And it's not just cheaper, it's dramatically faster. By integrating LoRA, that's the technique for highly efficient model updates, we can customize and train our AI over 100 times more efficiently than traditional methods. What does that mean? It means faster iteration, more personalization, and a much quicker path to real value for every single customer.
So let's just boil this all down. The value proposition is simple, but it is incredibly powerful. Step 1, we give you a safe, enterprise-grade AI foundation. Step 2, we let you continuously improve it with real user feedback at a tiny fraction of the cost. Step 3, you do all of this over 100 times faster. And the end result? Every single customer builds their own, uniquely defensible, perpetually self-improving AI asset that becomes more valuable every single day they use it. Which brings us to the final and most important question. What if every company could build its own safely self-improving AI? We're not just building a better tool here. We're building the platform that makes this entire future possible. We're enabling a world where every company can create its own unique, intelligent, and safely self-improving AI. That is the future that Reason is building, and that is the true scale of this opportunity.